Hi, Bison. Happy Friday. Today I thought we would have a toy parade. To have a toy parade, you are going to find some tape that is okay to put on the floor. You could help Mom or Dad put lines down on the ground, or they could put the lines down for you and you add the toys for a parade. Let's take a look. I've got one zigzag line taped to the ground, and I've got one curvy, snaky, S-like line. I'm going to start to set my toys on the line for a toy parade. You can find any toys around your house to set up on the lines as a toy parade. Can you follow the lines as they zig and zag and curve around your floor and set up a toy parade? Have you ever been to a parade? Parades have lots of people. Parades are a celebration, something fun happening. Parades are exciting to watch as people march down the streets. But most parades have something that our parade is missing. Can you think of it? Our parade is missing parade music. So today we're going to make some instruments for our toy parade. All right, Bison, the first instrument we're going to make for our Friday toy parade is a tambourine. Have you ever seen a tambourine? Let's watch this musician shake a tambourine. Ooh, it's jingly. He's shaking and tapping a circle. A circle with metal jingly discs inside of it to make a beat, a percussion, a rhythm. So we're going to make our own tambourine today using things we have around the house. You need a circular paper plate. You'll need a beaded necklace. Now, you might have a beaded necklace from a party, from a holiday. Pick one that you don't mind cutting apart for our tambourine. And you're going to need some tape. And if we're doing cutting, what other tool? That's right, scissors. To make our tambourine, we're going to cut the long string of plastic beads into shorter strings. Thumb, fingers, thumb on top, open, close, cut apart. Now I have a shorter string. I'm going to keep cutting till I have lots of shorter strings. They don't need to be the same length. I can just guess. I don't need to get out a ruler here. I can just guess how long to cut these apart. I just want to cut them into shorter strips of beads. So I'm going to put the scissor in between two beads and snip to cut it apart. I use my pinching L to hold on to the beads while I cut apart. Once I have my strips, which I do here, I'm ready to add them to the paper plate to make the jingly tambourine sound. We're going to curve the straight strand of beads into a smile into a letter. What letter? A U. And I'm going to tape it around my paper plate. What will that look like? I'm going to show you. So, I set my beads in a U shape. They look like a smiley. They look like a U. And I'm going to get out my tape. I pull down and toward me to rip off my tape. And I put tape on one side. Push, 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 push. Pull down and toward me. And I put tape on the other side. This is now stuck. It won't fall off of my plate. I'm going to keep going and make little U's of beads around the outside of my circle, around the circumference, all the way around the outside of the circle. So let me show you. I'll make another U shape. And I tape one side, push, 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 and I tape the other. I make a little bridge over the beads. Tape on one side, tape over to the other side, and I'm going to keep going. Let me add another little U shape. Tape on one side, tape on the other, push, 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 push. And I'm going to keep making these little U's until I get all the way around. If I have extra beads left, I can add another layer. I have 2 extra strands of beads. I'll show you how I'm going to add another layer to my tambourine. Okay, I'm going to just go right on top and find a spot. I haven't taped down a U. Tape, tape, tape. Push, push, push. Both sides. I'm going to do one more. I make a U shape. I set it down and I put tape on one side. Tape on the other. Now that I have all of my beads on, I could decorate my tambourine with markers or crayons, but I think I'm ready to test it. Now, when that percussionist, that musician, was playing his tambourine, he did 2 different moves. A shake, can you do a shake? And a tap. So let's shake. Do you hear that? And let's try a tap. Shake. Great. So we have an awesome tambourine. Next, let's make a castanet. Next instrument we're making is another percussion instrument. A percussion instrument. An instrument that keeps a beat. Shh. 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 But instead of our body as the instrument, we're going to use a clappy, clicky castanet. Now a castanet is famous in a certain type of dancing called flamenco dancing. Let's watch a flamenco dancer perform with a castanet. Those are the castanets she's clicking together in her hands as she does her beautiful dance. This is them to create the beat, to create a rhythm, and we're going to make our own today. To make our own, we're going to use a piece of cardboard. Mine is what shape? A rectangle. 2 long sides. 1, 2. 2 short sides. 1, 2. And then we're going to fold it in half. Make the corners touch and give it a squeeze. This this is what I'll use in my hand to clap together, just like the flamenco dancer used during her performance. Now, I'm going to look in my kitchen for some bottle caps. I have an empty pineapple juice bottle. It has a cap. I'm going to unscrew it, untwist, and I rinsed my cap clean, and I'm going to use this to make one side out of two of our castanet. I also have a vanilla extract bottle. I've used up all my yummy vanilla baking. So I'm going to unscrew the cap, rinse it clean, and use it for the other side of my castanet. I'm going to put one bottle cap on one side and the other cap on the other. When they hit, they're going to make a sound. How should I fasten these? I could use glue, but it will take a little bit and I will have to wait. So I am going to use tape today just so it's faster. You can use glue, but you'll have to be patient while the glue dries. So I'm going to cut a strip of tape and go over the cap and push down onto the cardboard and even wrap it around the back side to get my bottle cap stuck to my castanet. I'm going to do the same to the other side. And it is okay my bottle caps are not the same size. It is okay they are different diameters across. One is small, one is big. It's okay, they're different circumferences around. One is big, one is small. That's okay as long as I have one on one side and two on the other. 1, 2 caps. I'm pushing down, I've got it together, and now I'm ready to use my castanet. I'm going to hold it in my hand with the thumb on bottom and my fingers on top. And when I push it together, listen. My castanet is working. It's making music. I think we're ready to finish the toy parade now that we have our homemade instruments. We've got a tambourine and we've got a castanet. Let's get to it. Bye, Bison. Have fun making your own parade.